Today we're going to use this mind map to help us to understand the fundamentals of the Yuen method. This is something that you can start to do right now. You can actually come up with something that you want to shift in your own life, and we can work on that right now. So let's think of a problem that you want to solve, and then we're going to follow this. We're going to say, is this issue mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical? And you might think it's a physical problem if you have a leg pain, or it could be an emotional issue that you're going through. You're just feeling a little bit overwhelmed emotionally, and you want to resolve that. Or it could be abundance, and so you might think that's spiritual. So those are your logical explanations. If your foot is hurting you, it's physical. If it's your emotions and you're feeling depressed, then it must be emotional. And if it's about abundance, then it might be a mental barrier or a spiritual, or it could be physical too. It could mean that you just need a job. Those are the logical reasons. And that's not usually where we find our issues. Our issues are even deeper. So we go beyond that. So you can actually just look at the screen right now, and whichever one attracts your attention when you ask that question. So think of your question again. Is my issue caused by which one of these? Your eyes may gravitate to one, and it might be physical. Or your eyes may gravitate towards spiritual or emotional or mental. Or if your eyes are not gravitating to any of these, then just go ahead and do it the logical way and pick physical if it's a pain, or emotional if it's something emotional, or mental if it's something mental. Whatever your issue is, you can either pick it logically or intuitively. So many other Yuen method experts will tell you, oh, it has to be intuitive, and don't think of the logical. But go ahead, because when shifts happen, you will feel better. It may not resolve your issue, but you will feel better, and you will know or confirm for yourself that it's not the logical reason, that there's something else going on, because you've tried shifting the logical reason and that didn't work, so you know that it's something else. Or maybe you're right. Maybe it is the logical reason. And so you'd shift it and you'd feel better, or you'd notice changes soon after. So it doesn't matter. If you're seeing something intuitively that pops out at you as this is the answer, then go ahead and pick that. If not, then just pick one that you think is logical. Excellent. And now all we have to do is ask, is this coming from ancestors or our descendants? So that would be the future generations, or your children, or your children's children, or your nieces or your nephews if you don't have children. Or your ancestors would be anyone from your family line on both your mother's side and your father's side, going way back. All right? Or is it from the collective? The collective is another way of saying society. Is it from people around you? It doesn't have to be mainstream society. It could mean a particular group of people. Right? Whatever it means to you. And of course, self would be yourself, and then others would be a particular person. That's the difference between others and collective. Others would mean someone who has an impact on you. So say you've listened to Andrew Tate and he really triggers you. That would be other. Or say it's your mother or your father or your high school teacher who told you you'll never amount to anything, or told you that you're the best in the world and you can do it all, and then you found that you've fallen short of that glory, and maybe that weakens you. That would be an other. Okay, so collective would be the group, society on a whole. It would include culture, subcultures, religion, as well as your society's beliefs, values, and so on. Okay, so you'd pick whichever one you think it's coming from. And again, you can pick it on a logical level. I'm not making money, so it must be me. I'm the problem. Okay? That's logical to think. Or you might think, it's my boss. He won't give me a promotion. It's his fault. You can do the logical and you can do the intuitive. So we'll do the clearings anyway. Good. Now we're going to ask, is it coming from past life, present life, or future? Is a problem coming from the past or a past life or your present life, or is it coming from the future? Is the problem in the future? So time is not so linear for us. So it is possible that it is a problem going on in the future that is causing a problem now. So what we want to do is just clear that, if that is the problem. So whichever one you think, when you think of your issue, so you can think of your issue again if you've lost sight of it. Think of it again. Is it the past life, present life, or future? Again, you can think logically or intuitively. So I'm having this problem today, so it must be a present life problem. Right? Go ahead and clear it that way too. Get it out of your stream, get it out of your system. If you think it's some logical reasons and you're insisting on it, might as well just shift it and see if it is. Remember, you can do these shifts as many times as you want to. So we're not limiting ourselves in any way at all. You can always go back over this, and we will be going over this mind map again in a second. So if it's present life, clear that. And you just simply say clear and think of your midline. Okay? You don't even have to say clear. Just by identifying where you think the problem is, you are shifting energy. Without having to think of your midline, you're shifting energy, all right? But when we want to purposely and intentionally shift on our midline, we can just go ahead and do that as well. All right. Now we want to say, delete from all time, space, and dimensions all our issues with this particular problem that we're having, all issues known and unknown, all the questions that this brings up for us, all these unanswered questions, we want to just delete from all time, space, and dimensions. So we have no more questions like, why is this always happening to me? Why won't this pain go away? What is wrong? We want to just delete all those questions from all time, space, and dimensions. We want to delete the issue and the mini issues that have combined with that issue. We want to delete them from all time, space, and dimensions. We want to delete all the blocks to why you can't see the change, to why you can't improve, to why you're not seeing the improvements that you want. So we want to delete the blocks from all time, space, and dimensions so you can improve. And we want to delete the problem from all time, space, and dimensions. And yes, some of these words do overlap with each other, but they have a different meaning for you. Okay, so we want to just shift it no matter what we call it. Is it a question we have about life? Is it an issue we have about life? Is it a problem that we have in life? If it's a block that's holding us back and making us feel stuck, we're just deleting them all from all time, space, and dimensions. And now what we want to do is just activate our physical intelligence so that we can actually really identify what the problem is and see beyond it and transcend the problem. And then we want to improve our perception so we can feel a difference. So we know that the shifts have taken place and we can feel better. And then we want to activate our intuition so that we are better able to understand what's going on. And feeling, and we're activating our feeling, we're activating our ability to identify strong energy from weak energy, which we will look at in another lesson. And then we want to strengthen our knowing that we found the answer, our knowing that the issue is coming from something. So we are knowing what the root cause is, and us being strong to knowing. How do we know? There's no way to really know that we know, or that it was an ancestor in a past life that caused this problem for us. There's no real way to know that. But we can know. We can resonate. It's just like when you hear a message, a motivational speaker says something and it resonates with you, and you know that what they're speaking is a truth, a universal truth that will change your life if you apply that principle. That's what knowing is. It's resonating with the answer, the solution. And I'm feeling lots of shifts happening for you. And then, of course, we want to activate our connection to source and self. So you want to have that connection to source, universal source, to God, and ourself. Connect to ourselves. When we connect to ourselves, we can really see the answers. So now we've activated all of these. We should be feeling nice and strong, and maybe lighter. Should be feeling great. So what we need to do now is just be neutral. What if we shift and the pain goes away? Great. What if we did this and we didn't? We're just going to be neutral to it. It's when we're neutral, and it's when we let go, that the shifts happen. It's like pulling back the bow, and we've done all the work and we've pulled back the bow and the arrow, but we haven't let it go. We're still holding on. And the only way to let go of that is to just be neutral. Just be neutral and let go. If we see the changes, great. If we don't see the changes, you know what? That's my life right now anyway, so no problem. And if we just have that attitude and just let go, that's when the changes can take place. And now all you have to do is just tune into your midline for a quick second, and then be back in the present moment. And that's how we make a shift. We tune into the midline for a quick little second, and then be back in the present moment. And I always notice that the sun just seems to be shining brighter, and everything seems lighter, more peaceful, more calm when I do that. You may have some different effects, but it's all the same as long as you feel a little different. Just notice what you notice. It's not the same for everyone, and that's a challenge with teaching anyone energy healing, is that we're all different. We all have a different perspective on the universe, and so it's going to feel a little different for everyone, or it's going to look a little different for everyone. That's okay. All you have to do is know, and I'm activating this for everyone watching, know that the shifts have happened and you're going to see results. And now I'm going to show you an even easier way to go through this. We're going to go through the same thing again, and we're going to use the mind map in a different way. This way we're going to think of our issue. You can think of a different issue now if you'd like, or the same. That's up to you. Now we're just going to say delete all the physical factors causing this issue. Delete all the spiritual factors causing this issue. Delete all the emotional factors causing this issue. Delete all the mental factors causing this issue. And you just put that thought on your midline for a split second, and then let go and come back into the present moment. That's it. So let's go slower. Let's start from the top. Release all mental factors that are contributing to this issue. And I put that thought on the midline. So I'm just saying those words, and then I'm directing my awareness to my midline. And then I let go, and I come back and I look back on the screen. So you can close your eyes if you want to, or you don't have to. Let's try it again with emotional. Delete all emotional factors contributing to this issue. Think of your midline and let go. Just come back to awareness. Let's do that again for spiritual. Release all spiritual factors contributing to this issue. Think of your midline and release it. And let's do that for physical. You may notice some tingling. You may notice some shifts. You may feel some tightening of your chest or your throat or your pit of your stomach. That's usually places that we might feel a shift. You may want to yawn. You may want to cough. Those are all indications that an energy shift has happened. Might just be feeling lighter. You may feel something. And if you don't, that's also okay. All right? I just felt a lot on the spiritual. So I think a lot of people watching the spiritual has something to do with their issues. So we're releasing it for everybody. Now let's look at physical. We're just going to say release all physical issues related to this issue. Think of your midline and release that up. Just let it go. So you just think of our midline, release, and then let go and come back into the present moment. You're just shifting your awareness from your midline to the present moment, to what's around you. Okay? So we're covering all our bases in this way. We're not sure where the issue is coming from. Your intuition's not so great. That's fine. We'll just delete all the blocks from everything. So let's try that again now. Let's delete all of these issues or all these factors that are coming from ancestors and release. Put that on your midline and release. Delete all factors coming from descendants that are affecting us and causing this issue. Release. Delete all factors from the collective that are causing this issue. Delete all the factors coming from me that's causing these issues. Okay. Delete all the factors coming from others that are causing this issue for me. Just release that. Remember, we release and we let go. I felt a lot of lightening up in the chest area. On me, I don't know what you're feeling. You may just be feeling lighter or better or more neutral, or you're not sure. Just keep trying and practicing this. You can listen to this recording as many times as you want to, or you can watch this recording as many times as you want to, and you can also practice it on your own without the recording too. When you're alone and in the quiet, to see if that helps. Just try and find a way that will make it work for you. Now let's go. Let's release all past life factors that are causing this issue. Delete all present life issues that are causing this issue. Delete all future life issues that are causing this issue for me. Other words you can use is release all these issues that are causing the current problem I'm facing. Delete all the present life issues that are causing the problem that I'm facing. Delete all future issues that are causing the problem that I'm facing now in the present life. Just think of them, just become aware of the midline. When I say think of the midline, you're just becoming aware of it, that center part in your body. And you're just releasing it. You just let go, and how you release, you just come back to present moment. And you can actually say release on your midline too. Give that instruction to your midline. Release. and come back to center. And then we just want to do this. We want to say, delete from all time, space, and dimensions. All issues, all questions, all blocks, all problems. All issues are deleted from all time, space, and dimensions. All questions are deleted from all time, space, and dimensions. All blocks are deleted from all time, space, and dimensions. All problems are deleted from all time, space, and dimensions. And we activate our physical intelligence. We activate our perception. We activate our intuition. We activate our feeling. We activate our knowing, and we activate our connection to source and self. You can go slower and you can go faster. With the Yuen method, we try to go faster, but if this is new for you, you may want to go slow at first. Or I always encourage you to go faster. We don't want to spend all day doing this. We actually want to be doing these shifts 3 or 4 times a day. Right? And it only takes really a minute. Activate our physical intelligence, our perception, our intuition, our feeling, our knowing, our connection to source and to self. And of course, be neutral. Let go. Let it all go now. We're not worried about this problem anymore. We're not going to fixate on this problem. We're not going to try to do anything else for this problem. We're just going to be in this neutral state. If things change, it changes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And what I usually like to do is get up, move around. Maybe you can go wash the dishes. Maybe you can go comb your hair. Or maybe you can go do some exercise or watch TV or whatever you want to do. Take a walk. Take your dog for a walk. I like to do that too. And you'll notice that that's when the shifts happen. When you're busy. You go, hey, that pain in my back is gone. Right? When we fixate and we keep thinking about the problem, we don't get to transcend that state of feeling that pain. All right? So why am I giving you this valuable lesson right here for free? It's because I want to help you. And I really want you to feel better. Now, of course, I also want you to contact me for sessions for serious problems. If you're seriously sick or if you have some issues that's been bothering you for a while and you haven't been able to shift, I definitely want you to contact me. But I also want you to learn the method so that you can do corrections for yourself and empower yourself to make the shifts as well. So when an expert helps you, we can help you to a large extent and we can make you feel better. But you can then apply what you just learned in this video and maintain your own results. So you don't have to keep paying experts to continually manage you and take care of you. All right? You want to be able to do it for yourself after a while. And you want to be able to maintain the results. So if you had pain walking and I shifted that for you and you're now pain free, you want to keep those results. So practicing and doing these shifts will benefit you. And I also am doing this because I want to create more healers. The world is a beautiful place, but there's so much hatred, there's so much violence, there's so much negativity, there's so much sickness and suffering and poverty. And if we can all get together and shift our neighbors, and every one of you shift 5 people around you, with them knowing or without them knowing. I prefer without them knowing because that's a selfless act on your side. Shift people to feel better and to suffer less and to be happier and in the moment and to live their best life. If we can all do that, we can make a big change in the world. And that's what I want. So for those 2 reasons, so of course, please contact me and I can help to shift you. And then you can use this information that I've given you in this video to shift yourself. All right. And between both, you'll be feeling great in no time. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you felt some shifts and continue on your path to being a healer or continue on your path to being healed and improving your life.